Hey guys and girls, yeah, today we're actually going to wire in the dashboard, not into the car. We're going to do all the wiring here and then fit it to the car, so it should be quite cool. And judging by my scale, my desk is slightly tilting, only slightly. It could be just playing the dial. Oh, it is, it's just playing the dials. They're not massively accurate. Yeah, they are. So, yep, gonna get them all fired up using our good little don't need to fall off PWM microcontroller. Should be good. Please also note, nice clean floor, no mess besides a battery drill, a fan, and a sort of bin bucket thing. And I've been cleaning, apart from my desk, which is still a mess. I'm working on it. Stay tuned. Okie dokie. I have got it all wired up. I apologise for any noises in the background, because my parents have just got back from work and they're shouting and screaming at my brother and sister. Put my camera to automatic focus mode because it'll probably go crazy. So, shall we give it a shot, eh? Power on. Oh yeah! That's looking pretty good. That's set to white. Now, unfortunately, because these LEDs are slightly require a different resistance to work, they are the colour mix doesn't work properly. So if we go to red, that works good. Let's turn all the brightnesses up on everything. I want it bright. So we've got red, we've got green, we got blue. If we turn to white, it turns it red, because red is obviously the colour that uses the least amount of electric, so the electric decides to go through the colour red. Of course, if I was to put a little potentiometer on that on the red line and turn it down a bit, it'd probably work. But yeah, I'll probably play around with that in a bit. Anyway, I've got it set to DIY colour, so if I press DIY 1, it'll turn it white. That's pretty sweet. But shall we see what else it can do? So we've got our colour mixer and everything on that I still need to, tune in, so to speak. But you can make it do something like this. Seizure mode. Pretty sweet. And of course you can make it go a lot faster. So you can imagine what that'd be like when you're driving down the road. Crazy. Or you could make it fade. Cool. Make it fade a bit quicker. That thing there looks like it's turning on and off. It's not turning on and off, it's just because the numbers are red, they only light up when red light passes through them. Or we can make it do a different kind of fade. I'll stop blurring camera. No, that's better. We could make it do a jump. My God, it's like a rave party going off. You can imagine what that'd be like. I don't know how good the camera's going to pick this up. The camera is capable of doing 30 frames a second, so it should be pretty good. Turn its speed down a bit. Yeah. Not bad at all. Do a different kind of fade, can we? Let's do auto. Crazy, man, crazy. I'm a bit disappointed with the way this has come out. It's not come out as good as I wanted it to. I've got lots of light over here, well in the middle here say, but no light over here. That's because there's two great whacking gears on the back of these discs that block all the light out. I mean, it could be worse. But, maybe improvement, future improvements may be done on that. But yeah, I've just got to make one now for the clock, as the clock needs one. I can use what little parts remain of the clock I have got. Look at that there. I could use that. Stupid light bulb on the camera, LED, turns off at the wrong times. So yeah, let's turn that seizure mode off and just have a nice, steady. That's it, that looks pretty good. If I was to set up DIY 2, I could turn all the colours off. Maybe. No. Well, let me turn all the colours off. Let me turn the colours on this one. I could have orange. Yeah, I could have a dim orangey glow. Troll camera. No more automatic light, please. Off. There. Forgive me, I've got hay fever again today. It's quite bad. So yeah, that to me looks quite orange. I guess that's a little more orange, but to you on the camera it probably comes out as red. That to me looks like it's very green, but to you on the camera it may come out looking like it's orange. I don't know, add a bit of blue to that. There we go, make it a dim white. We could turn it right down. Let's turn it down, yeah. So we could turn it right down. I'll tell you what we could do. We could turn all the colours off again. And make it go up a little bit. So there you have it. That's like a really dim setting what you could have it on. Make it go up again a bit more. And you could bring the colours up a little bit more. And bring the red up to make it a little bit more lower colour temperature. And make it pink. That would match my other car. Make it white. Yeah, that looks good. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Now if I can just play around with that and add a little bit more resistance to that red line, I can get it looking pretty good. Now for some reason on this they have actually mixed the colours up. Don't know why. I'll turn my lights back on again on my camera. I want you on. Yes. Right. So here we've got the three colours and a live. It's black for some reason. They put black as a live. God knows why. This whole thing is earth switching. So yeah. The blue is blue. The green is red, and the red is green. For some reason it's different like that. I don't know why. Yeah. So that's just one thing to remember. So if I want to do any playing, I've got to play around with the green wire. I don't know why it's set up like that. It just was. Oh, hay fever is really bad today. Probably because I've got the fan on. That's what the rattling noise is. Line it on the floor, bringing the cold out from the floor up to the top of the room. It works really well keeping the room cool. Doesn't work too good for the hay fever. That's why I have a gas mask. If it gets really bad, I just stick the old gas mask on and that gets rid of it. And it works. It's the best form of hay fever repellent I've ever used. If you wear that for an hour or so, your nasal channels open all the way up, you can breathe, you can smell everything, it's absolutely wonderful. As soon as you take it off, everything all closes back up again and you're all stuffed up and like me now. Ugh, damn summer cold. Alrighty guys and girls, well it ain't pretty, but it definitely works. I was right. By dropping the, by just sticking a little tiny bit of resistance on this red line, it's just enough to drop the colour down, the red colour down, to stop all the other colours effectively taking the, you know, path of least resistance through the red side of the diode by adding this bit of resistance in. It's made it so that white is actually white now. As we can see, I've got my blue, green and red. They all still work the same. I press white and it goes to white. If I turn my resistance all the way up, you'll know. Right, that's it. That's all the way up. So my white isn't white anymore. I'll still get other colours. I'll get a brighter red. If I turn the red down a little bit, it won't make much difference to how bright it is. You can see it going dimmer and brighter there. The difference is when it's on white. As you can see, I'm pushing the white button there, look. Right, I'll switch it to another colour. There you go. That's on blue. I'll press the white button. It turns it to red. I'll put the remote down. Just turn the potentiometer down just a notch. Just so it, see, colour changing. If you have a colour changing LED like this one, or a selectable colour changing LED, these were the cheapest I could find from China. So naturally you expect one thing to be a little bit wrong with it, but like I say, all you've got to do is just compensate it with a little bit of resistance. Now all I need to do is put my multimeter across that just to measure the resistance, and I can swap it out for a standard resistor. You know, the nearest equivalent I can. I'm guessing it's going to be something really small, like say 4 ohms, if that. You know, I'm guessing it's not going to be much. Just the tiniest bit of resistance, just to stop the electric, you know, the current from choosing the path of least resistance. The bonus is everything else works now. I can press orange, and I get it going orange. I can press a light green, and it goes blue. Interesting. Green, blue. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. Nope, it's not got anything to do with it. See, the resistance is still slightly off on some of the other colours, but it's, as they say on the internet, close enough. So I'll just turn that back down again. It's like tuning an old radio, and it's just got to be right. I love it, it's great. But yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, pink, that works. That works. Yellow works. I've got all different varying shades of orange, look. Going to red. That's nice. So that means all my colour mixtures are working. Green doesn't work so well for some reason. It goes green, lovely. The next one down, which is a light green, turns it blue. Okay. Bit weird, but alright. The next one down turns it light green. Try and make sense of that. And so forth. Blue, we've got the colour blue. Next one down is a little bit more reddy blue. More reddy blue. More reddy blue, going into the pink spectrum. And then going eventually into pink. Press the white button, it turns it white. In fact, that white is probably a little bit too red, to be fair. So if I turn it up a bit, there you go, going down into the red spectrum, adding a bit more red to the colour. It turns it more to different colours. Oops, that's off. Let's try fade. Oh, that works. Try and slow it down a bit. It's nice to see it actually working for once. Let's try a different fade. Oh yes. That looks 100 times better. watch the difference between when it's on this setting, so when it's on the correct setting and when it's not on the right setting. So if I turn the potentiometer all the way up, watch the difference. So it's doing a full cycle now from red. I'll wait for it to do a full cycle. Back to red again. Right, I'm going to change it on the next red. There you go, that's full red colour without any resistance. You can see how long the red's staying on for there. That's because the electricity is choosing the path of least resistance through the red LED, well, the red part of the LED. And if I just back that red spectrum off a bit, we'll get it so we'll still get our red colour, but it turns through all the other colours. Lovely. All in all, an epic win, really. If I could just do the same with the blue spectrum, just to put a tiny little bit of resistance on the blue, I think it would be alright. But it could be the green. Not 100% sure. It could be green that's doing it. But to be fair, I ain't too fussed about the green acting up. We've got green there, and the next one down is quite a bluey colour, even though it's a light green. But if I press the next one down, which is a very blue colour, it goes green. What is this sorcery? But yeah, I just have to remember that the two colours are mixed. All in all, for £5 worth of PWM control, and I got it pretty quick. It was second class Royal Mail, free postage from a well-known auctioning website. This little box here, and the best bit is the box doesn't even get warm. It works really well. Keep turning my computer monitors on and off. So I think it could run these all day. Now the other thing I need to sort out is this baby doesn't remember its settings. That's quite annoying. I just turned it off at the plug, went and had my dinner, and left it on my custom colour, which was DIY 1, which looks completely different now because I've changed the setting, because I've put a potentiometer in. The potentiometer is only a 470 ohm, I do believe. So yeah, I wanted one smaller, but that's the smallest one I could find. Well, the one of the lowest value I could find. I wanted a 100 ohm one, but oh well, that'll do. But yeah, where was I? I completely forgot where I was. What was I on about, guys? I hate these mental blocks I get. Yeah, custom colour. Turning it off. When I come to turn the box on again, and it forgot all my settings. When I put power to the box again, not using the off control on the remote. So that's quite a troll, if you ask me. What I'm going to have to do is tap into the positive line on here and put in a relay on, and then run that relay from my side lights. So the box technically is always on and powered up. Now because this only draws 3 milliamps, you know, we're talking absolutely nothing here. Well, my car's not got an ECU on it, and an ECU draws something insane like 50 milliamps, or probably more, but probably more it draws actually. An ECU actually draws quite a bit of juice just to keep its settings so it doesn't forget its map and whatever else. So I'm willing to have that on standby all the time, you know, actually on, doing, you know, like holding that colour, what you can see on the display now, and just literally turning it on and off this side of the box, you know, the live side on the LEDs, and just leaving that so it's always turned on. The beauty of it is, with it being negative switch, because all the LEDs are controlled on the negative side, you just literally put the relay in on the positive side. Nice and simple stuff. The other thing that's good about it is, like I say, it's stupidly low current draw. For instance, if I disconnected that wire and tested an ammeter on this end, the transformer side, because I'm currently running it off a transformer, the current draw would only be about 3 milliamps, if that. It's really low current. It is literally just enough to pick up, you know, just enough to power that, you know, the circuitry which tells if the remote control is being turned on and off. And obviously, if you've got a load of LEDs on it, it changes that. This box can do 2 amps per channel, but inside it the transistors are really small. We're talking really microscopic transistors, not very big at all. You know, surface mounted. I wouldn't personally like to run 2 amps through them constantly. That's a bit asking for it, if you ask me. It's on the limits. My brother's one upstairs that controls his rope light, I took that apart. Don't tell him though. He didn't know. And that has got some nice big meaty transistors in there. Really good, and his one's rated for something like 9 amps, which is pretty good. Can you imagine running 9 amps through an LED strip, a red, blue, green LED strip, and have that, say, mounted around your wall in your room? You'd never need a light anymore, because it would that would do your full lighting. In fact, if you look in my other videos, you'll see my brother's got it on his computer table, running up underneath his shelf. It's something I want to do. It's just getting the money to do it. But not at this moment. And of course it'll be driven by one of these, so, you know, remote control for whatever. I have actually got to check, because one of the radios I've got, my car radios, the remote control actually told the radio to, like, power up and stuff. I mean, I've got some others down there. That's my old JVC one that was in the that's the first radio I had in the Cinquecento. I've got another one underneath that, which is a Tevion Audi radio, if you know it. Aldi, Lidl, the German supermarket, cheap supermarket brand stuff. Pretty good, but yeah. Anyway, like I say, now I've sorted that out, if I was to play with it again, you'll see it would change. See how it goes? You can't really see it on this, but yeah, oh, you can see it there. That's zero resistance. If you knock it down just a bit, you get your colours back again. Lovely. If I put it to white, and I chuck it down to zero resistance. That's zero resistance on that potentiometer. Just back it off a little bit, and you get your colours back. Well, your white. Yeah, electronics though, it's a great hobby to get into, guys. If you're not into it, get into it. It's a great hobby to get into. Frustrating but very rewarding when you can build stuff. It's great. It is really good. Yes, that's about it, guys and girls. I hope this video has been of help to anybody out there with this problem. It's fixable, as I've just showed you. It just needs a little bit of modification. So I've just done some tests, grabbed a multimeter out, and it is literally 10 ohms is what it should be set to. If I stick it on white, resistance goes off the scale, but 10 ohms is the resistance you need. Put it on full brightness. Oh, I've got my colours, and white. And white is very, very white. It almost looks brilliant white, actually. It's very good. So 10 ohm resistor, or near enough 10 ohms. I can't remember what the closest value resistor is offhand, but as close as you can to 10 ohms, and that should be the daddy. If I turn it off, it'll go back to 10 again. 11, 10. There you go. So, or just get a potentiometer like what I've done, and just or you get one of them small ones, a horseshoe potentiometer. Fortunately, I haven't got any. That's the smallest one I've got, and just use that. It's not ideal because you are running quite a couple of LEDs off that, quite a few. But to be fair, it's only one single colour going through it, and yeah, it may get a little bit warm, but it should be alright. Like I say, I need to get a resistor for that and put a resistance in line. So maybe I can find one of those nice ceramic resistors from somewhere, the high wattage types, and use that instead. I know I've got two very big 4 ohm resistors, really big, and they're ceramic types. Should be able to handle any power I throw at them. Now I should be able to vary the speed of my the speed of my cabin fan with those guys, but now what I'm going to do is I might use them as this, series them up and just have them on this. It's a bit of a waste, I guess. I should really go out and buy a resistor, but you do what you can with the things that you've got, and that's all I've got, I'm afraid. So that will have to do. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.